So I see an even larger setup in all of that. And so I'm warning you, you better do a gut check, an intellectual check, and stand up for the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. If you can't see that what the executive is doing and what the Congress is doing is tyrannical on its face, then you better look again. Naomi, again, give out those websites.
Sure thing. It's endofamericamovie.com, and it's myamericaproject.org. And again, we're building those 55 steps. So you can also reach me at naomiwolf.com. And I'm going to various cities as well, and we're signing people up there to pass legislation to restore the Constitution, the rule of law, to organize people into democracy commando teams where you can take power back and be as powerful as vested interests with your representatives. We're calling for a national referendum, for instance, to give power back to the people and break the stranglehold of special interests over Congress. Again, 55 action steps. You can start your own political movement. You can, we teach you how to fundraise. We teach you how to start a nonprofit.
And regardless, the ideas she's putting out have been proven and work. Just take it and do your own model, folks. Instead of rationalizing, I don't know if I like her, I don't know if I agree with her, I don't know if I like Alex. Fine. Take what you want and leave the rest. Just get up off your butts and move against this tyranny now instead of in the peanut gallery, playing secret agent all day. Get out there, expose the tyranny, expose the unconstitutional garbage. We're going to come right back, and I promise we're going right to your calls. We're going to skip this break, too, for the Internet audience right now. Stay with us. Naomi, another thing I can do, and we did this at DNC. We had several hundred cameras there, and I believe that's why they didn't stage as much as at the RNC. And now it's happened in Canada and other places where we catch the police posing as anarchists, and we have people spread out who never stay in the crowd, so that when the cop runs up in the anarchist outfit and dumps over a trash can or knocks out some windows, our people have successfully followed them and then caught them going into police areas and coming back out plainclothes dressed, and then it's made mainstream news in Canada, the U.S., Italy, Germany, and England, as well as Russia. All governments do this to these provocateurs, and that's what's going to devastate them is us. And everybody can choose their combat role in the info war. A, we're peaceful. A, the enemy tries to infiltrate even mainline peace groups and says, let's go kill cops. And it always turns out that's a cop, but it comes out in the news. Anybody that does that as a Fed or a provocateur, never allow anything violent. Understand that the big foundations, the left and the right foundations, are funding the anarchists. Not all of them, but the main groups to do that. And the other key is, again, don't wait. Do a one-page newsletter and print up 100 copies every week and put it on 100 doors. That will bring down the tyranny. Get my film Endgame. Make copies of it. Get it out to people. Spread the word about films like Terror Storm, the history of government-sponsored terror, or Naomi Wolf's film. Have parties. Have people over show it. Because don't imagine you've got to fix it all yourself. It's every person moving with purpose. Once you really take action, it's like Willie Nelson said first hour, it's almost the subconscious will just kick in with that rightness of purpose. And we don't want a cookie cutter. We don't want a single head. We don't want Alex Jones and Naomi Wolf to be, the leader. We need thousands of leaders with tens of thousands and millions of other sub-leaders coordinating with different things, not a cookie cutter. Hitting them at every angle, talking to cops when you see them on the street, going up to police. I do it every time I have time. I see cops go, hey, guys, been trained for urban warfare. You know about this stuff. That happens in history. It's going to destroy your future. Your dollars aren't buying as much. They're going to take your pensions. And, the point is that it's really starting to work. And so I want people to understand, be positive, move forward, take action. And I think the covert operations, you can call it investigative reporting. I wouldn't call it spying when you do it, or they'll try to set you up for that. That's now been happening. But as an investigative reporter of the First Amendment, surveilling corrupt judges. These people are all so evil. You just follow them. You'll catch them cheating on their wife. You'll catch them buying drugs. You'll catch them. Most of them. These are criminals running government now in most areas. If they go along with this, they're crooks. You'll catch the Homeland Security Deputy Directors, pedophiles. That's a pedophile guild up there, especially in the Republicans. Follow them. Bust them. We got to get, all of you are agents of liberty, literally sabotaging the enemy operation. Start seeing yourself targets of opportunity. city. Don't dress up in camo. Dress up in a nice business, outfit. That's your real urban camo. You are there in the police department, in the military, in government, spying on the enemy operations, giving us the data. We are going to win. We have friends all over the place. Our numbers are growing. Their numbers are dwindling. Here we go back live. I swear on the eternal altar of liberty, resistance for eternity against tyrants, thugs, control freaks, scum, liars. I commit myself to truth and justice, all those things they told you were sappy. Because if you don't have liberty, you have nothing. Our economy can fully implode, but if we have liberty, it'll come back. The enemy tells us that the terrorists attacked because they hate our freedom, and it's true. The military-industrial complex carried out the 9/11 attacks and many others because they hate your liberty. They've committed 1 million crimes. They've got to go for broke because they've done so many illegal things that if they don't bring in total tyranny, they know that a free people can get control of the government again and bring them to justice. Naomi Wolf, I want you to comment on the points I just made with your own unique perspective, and then we're going to go to the phone calls.
Well, I love the shift in energy from, analyzing the threat, the sort of, here it comes, here are the 10 steps, which certainly makes us feel afraid, especially I, as a mother of 2 beautiful children, feel afraid when I think about that and sometimes feel powerless or overwhelmed, and then shifting into, the message of, well, we do have power. There are millions of us. Our numbers are growing. People are waking up. Here's what you can do. You can go talk to military, talk to police officers, educate your neighbors. As we were saying before the break, write those op-eds. We teach people in Give Me Liberty, here's how you frame the debate. Here's how you leak to a reporter. Here's how you document government abuses. So much that we can do, and I love Willie Nelson's point because artists have a lot of wisdom at a time like this. The subconscious is powerful. And so if we shift from a fear state of, oh my God, here they come, to a kind of state of joy in finding one another and creative problem solving, and again, drawing on that wisdom the founding generation meant us to have, this group of absolutely ordinary people, farmers and artisans and working men and women, washerwomen, enslaved African Americans, not just the well-known founders, all of whom took extraordinary risks and, broke up the power of the biggest empire of the day, right? That's what they did. We've got to do that again. But, my study of history absolutely shows that when millions of people make that psychological shift, it is overwhelming for the would-be tyrants. They can strike and strike and strike, but they're facing a hydra, when the people really are energized and knowledgeable and standing up for one another and standing up for the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. That's right. The enemy is a hydra. We have to have a hydra-like approach with, they got 1,000 heads, we got 1 million heads.
Except we have 300 million. We can be a hydra for liberty.